Here it is, folks. It is the final flipping countdown, and it is League One right around the corner. But what do the bookmakers think? Well, let's take a little look, shall we? That's right, folks, back once again with another What Are the Odds update video, boys and girls. And I'm going to give it to you in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things League One related, Blackburn Overs related, whatever else, world football related. We're all here under one roof, skis. That's right, folks. We've been doing this since the back end of May. That's right. I've given you an update of what the bookmakers are currently thinking about who's going up, who's going down, all that kind of good stuff. So now here it is. It's the final one as the season's just about to start. So before we take a look at what's been going on bookmakers-wise at the end of July, let's take a quick recap of what they thought of back end of May. Here we go. So Sunderland were red-hot favourites, 7-2. They were just red-hot favourites last season as well, but guess what? They're still here. They're still flipping here, but Ipswich hot on the heels, 5-1 as well. In the playoff contention was Bournemouth, Portsmouth, Rotherham, Peterborough and Lincoln. They were the tips for the playoffs. As for the bottom, 4 teams go down, remember. Gillingham, Bury, Accrington Stanley and Wimbledon. Now since this, it's been confirmed Bolton will take a hit points-wise. Bury have now been confirmed they'll take a hit. So that's going to affect the odds as well. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler. It has been a bit of a rejig comparing from May to July. We'll take a look at that in just a second. Before that, we'll take a look at what went on in June. So pretty much as you were at the top. Yeah, only Ipswich's odds lengthened a little bit. Sunderland remained the same. Portsmouth kind of shortened. Rotherham shortened as well from 9-1 to 7-1. Peterborough also shortened as well from 16 to 11-1. And Lincoln remained the same. And the next cluster, kind of a bit of a rejig. NK Dons pushed themselves forward in contention. Tranmere kind of got themselves into consideration as well. Basically, well, I don't know, it's just how I wrote them out, I guess. Or they remained the same, 25-1. So they're in a big cluster of teams in that bracket of 25-1, just outside the playoffs. Towards the bottom, it was still Bury, Gillingham and Accrington, Wimbledon as well. So basically, it's as you were, few little jiggery pokeries down the bottom there, but mainly the top 6, the bottom 4 were as you were. But now let's take a look at what we are looking at right here, right now. In the month of July, starting with the relegation candidates, and it is, there you go, Bury, long shots, 250-1. So they have, their odds have completely fell through the roof. 66-1 at the back end of May to 80-1. Now at 250-1, completely no chance whatsoever. And same can be said for Bolton. Now, they're also going to take a hit with points, but they do have the lure. They do have the lure of potentially bringing in players as well if they can get their act together and sort the shit out. It ain't going to be no promotion season. I do expect them to be stuck in this division at least for another season. But according to the bookmakers, they're in the mix now to go down because the mighty Craig Conway, he could be a Bolton player if they can sort their shit out. Accrington Stanley remained the same, 66-1. Wickham, odds lengthened, but yeah, their odds lengthened a little bit, 66-1. Gillingham have also... their odds have shortened, as have AFC Wimbledon's. They've also remained the same, so 50-1 for them. Into that chasing pack of orange, and as Tranmere Rovers have dropped considerably, were 25-1, now 40-1, so they've kind of plummeted into that outside relegation shot zone. Rochdale in there as well, remain 40-1. Shrewsbury, they were 50-1, still remain 50-1. Just positionally wise, they've kind of upped their ante a little bit. Bristol Rovers stay in the thick of things, 33-1, so their odds have shortened. Coventry remain the same, so do Blackpool, who they could have a good season on their hands, depending on what goes on. Into that outside pack, and it is as you flipping were a little bit. So the top 6 look like the same 6 are going to be in there. But Fleetwood have seen themselves up some positions on the table. Their odds have remained the same, 25-1. So basically from MK Dons to Coventry, 25-1. Burton remained the same, 21. Doncaster just outside. Now Doncaster have a new manager. Obviously McCann was at the helm, I think, at the end of May. And now they have ex-West Brom coach Darren Moore's in the charge in Doncaster. And I think they could do well. I think they could break into this top 6 and get themselves back into playoff contention once again. Now, speaking of playoff contention, let's take a little look, shall we? It is as you flipping were, sort of. Peterborough have kind of sidestepped above Rotherham basically, yeah, they were, so Peterborough started 16-1, went to 11-1, now 9-1, so it looks like a lot more money, I think this is the way you say it, a lot more money's going on Peterborough to do well this season. Portsmouth have remained the same, they've remained in third spot throughout, from 8-1, then they've stuck at 7-1. Rotherham, we've mentioned them already, Rotherham have 9-1, 7-1, back to 9-1, excuse me, and Lincoln City are 16-1 as well, so they've remained the same. But the top two, it is still as you were, 7-2 for Sunderland to go all out and win the stinking thing. Despite I think a lot of fans are a little bit, they see it a different way. I think a lot of Sunderland fans are now starting to take this a little bit more serious. Obviously, second season in this league, losing Lee Cattermole, who was a big leader in the team. So it could be a very, very tricky season. It is going to be a tricky season. I think, as you can see, there's 6-7 teams in there that could realistically give Sunderland some problems at the top. I think Ipswich will do well, as long as Lambert knows what he's doing. It's just he leaves a sour taste in my mouth. But Ipswich 30-2, their odds have lengthened a smidgen, just a smidgen. Portsmouth remain there as well. But anyway, ultimately, this is it. Now, I've done my own prediction video. I'll talk more about that in just a second. Bit of admin for you folks. You might be League One fans, you might be Premier League fans. But to let you know that I have up there in the gym is a code to join my fantasy football league. I've got about 50 people in there. It is free to enter. I'll try and stick the details in the old description down below. So if you're playing it, might as well stick that code in there. It gives you a chance to win some money. I'm giving some money out. Every manager month gets 10 quid or $10 or something like that per month. And the grand prize winner will get himself 100 quid, $100 for whatever comes on top as champion, but it's going to be me, so I'll give it to second place, whoever that may be. So get involved with that bad boy. And also, if you are Premier League fans, football fans, Championship fans, I'm going to be doing live predictions right here on the channel on YouTube starting in September. I'll be pre-recording the other ones ahead of time. Well, not ahead of time, but you know what I mean. Just because I'm on the road, I can't be live on the road. The hotel's Wi-Fi is going to be shady, and I'm going to have to bring too much gear. But anyway, so I'm going to be, doing live ones when I come back home, and we'll be doing all these bad boys. And also I'll be doing live watch-alongs with Blackburn Rovers starting in September as well for all the games on the weekends. So get involved with that bad boy. Link to my Twitch is also down below, folks. That is right, boys and girls. I just want to let you know, once again, I have my own predictions right up there. Get involved with that sucker. Check out what I think will happen this season out in League One. Give me your own thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. But that, my friends, is all I've got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Short, sharp update. It is the last one of the What Are the Odds updates. Make sure you smash the subscribe, smash the thumbs up. Does wonders for the old algorithm. Plenty more football content right on the channel, so don't go anywhere. Smash and subscribe. I'll see you all very so soon. Give me your thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen this season out in League One down below. Until then, subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.